Welcome to Work It Out, Sweat Therapy with Emily, yours truly, and this is the series where we work it out and we talk it out. You see, owning a body can be really hard at times, and we were not given an instruction manual on how to operate this thing. So consider this series your guide to any and everything to do with owning your body. Welcome back to another episode of Work It Out. Today we're talking all about being in our soft era while we hit a sprint workout. In fact, this is one of my favorite sprint workouts because it's mixing exercises in between the sprints. All you need is yourself and a treadmill, but you honestly could do this sprint workout on a hill or if you have another outdoor space that you can kind of mix and match with. Living in your best soft life or being in your soft era might be something you heard on TikTok. That's honestly where I heard it first. And I'm loving this whole trend of disassociating or putting less emphasis on the hustle culture and leaning more into the joys of life and being soft, appreciating life, appreciating the moments. And that is exactly what we're gonna be talking about today. It's what I've been practicing in my life. I have formed my own little definition of it, which I'm gonna share today. But having said that, it's super important that whatever you see on social media, including this video, anything that you see, any concepts you see, you should take as inspiration to form your own definition. I don't think social media is here to tell you who to be or what to be. It is here to inspire thinking maybe from a different point of view or learning something you hadn't heard before. So by the end of the video, I want you to have watched this and form your own definition of living your best soft life. So it's really easy to get stuck on the hamster wheel of hustle culture, and that is a place that, woo, I was on that wheel, which is really ironic that I'm stuck on this treadmill right now for this workout, but we embracing this part. This is a hamster wheel we're embracing. This is making us better. And there definitely was. It's getting a little better with all these trends of your soft air, but there was just such an emphasis put on if you sleep past 5 a.m., you're not gonna be successful, you gotta get up, you gotta grind. And I'm not arguing the fact of needing motivation and discipline and hard work, but if you get too caught up in that, there's this hardening that happens. You get way off. Oh my God. Oh my God, I can't breathe. Okay, we're gonna try this again. So being soft or living your best soft life doesn't mean that you're not working hard, you're not hustling. It's just there's a time and a place for both. And I think that is the healthy balance that anyone needs in life. I truly believe that you can achieve success with that balance. It doesn't have to be either or, right? It's not a spectrum of hard work and lazy and you gotta be here or here. And I also think the word soft, I don't know, there's this connotation to it that you a pushover or you're too easygoing, and it's not about that either. It's about taking the time to appreciate the things in life that are what life is about living, in balance with your work or in balance with the hard moments, maybe in balance with confrontation, in balance with the hard shit. You gotta have soft shit with the hard shit. That is my definition of it. And now we're hopping out for an exercise because the Lord knows I can't breathe. Maybe don't talk while you do this workout. I don't know if that was a good idea. Okay, we do an exercise in between. This is what makes the workout extra good, okay? So being soft can be really strong, and I think that's something that I really have learned. You ever notice that you're in a room with a group of people and the loudest one is often the most insecure person? As they say, the loudest bark is not necessarily the biggest bite, and that is the truth. There's so much strength in calmness, quietness, being selective with your energy, knowing when to pipe up and when to pipe down, and not oversharing yourself. Another thing that I think social media has done is everybody has this need and desire to overshare with everybody, people they don't even know, and just pouring themselves everywhere. And I think that's a weakness. I think there's strength in really holding value to your life. You don't need the validation from anybody else. You don't need to be extra loud at all. Not to say there's not a time and place to be loud. If you need to be loud, go ahead, be loud. If you want to go have fun, go be crazy, but there's this balance, and I think softness is really understanding that balance. You don't have to be everything for everybody. That's not a strength. That's not a flex. That's people pleasing, and that's gonna get you so exhausted and so worn out. Oh my God, I can't believe I gotta run and talk again. Oh, and we're up in the speed. I'm soft, but this is really hard. My own personal experience, being in the fitness industry, like 10 years ago, I'd say, when I really entered the industry, it was predominantly male dominant. It was male dominant. And I love to see the trend now. Like, there's so much females in fitness, and I love it. I'm here for it. But from my own personal journey and my experience entering the industry, I had this idea that I had to be hard. I had to prove myself as a female, and I had to be this tough, like a lot of things that weren't necessarily that I wasn't, but I felt like I had to overcompensate just to stand with the big dogs, just to be recognized. And that took me so far out of my soft life. Like, I felt like it was constantly proving, which arguably now through therapy and looking back was me trying to prove to myself, right? Because if I really recognize there ain't anybody to prove to, you know, there's that argument to it. But it really was like an industry at that time that required me to like act tough. For what? That doesn't make you more knowledgeable. That doesn't make you more skilled at your craft. Because you're tough. Because toughness shows up in a lot of different ways, okay? A lot of different ways. And now me looking back and seeing it, yeah, I would have done it differently. But like, that was part of my story too and part of my lessons. But tough did not make me strong necessarily. Oh, my shoe's untied, this so unsafe. Oh my God, abort mission. Oh my God. Double knot your laces. Listen, I'm just trying to get extra rest. Let me tie this really slow. This is what I learned from my clients. How to get extra rest. You ready? Oh, I don't know how to tie my shoe. My fingers are just, oh no, it came undone again. Oh, look over there. There's is that a spider? Oh, and then they bolt. Okay, but really I need to double knot it. I really do. So me tapping into that soft side in my career helped so much because it actually helped me relate to my clients more. It made me like lean into my like empathy and that side of like really putting yourself in someone's shoes. It made me acknowledge certain feelings, and I think just overall better and more skilled at my job. So in turn, that's a strength, you know, lessened up on the toughness and look at me and how much I could do, and more of like, how can I relate? How can I tap in with this client? How can I really put myself in their shoes and help them in a way that they need? And that has only strengthened my skill set in my career. Oh, we gotta up the speed. I almost forgot. We gotta up it. In my personal life, what I do to help achieve that balance really has been just leaning into my feminine energy, which that could be a whole video on itself. I'm not gonna rant too long about it, and I'm still learning about it, to be real. I kind of want to have someone, if we're gonna talk about it on the series, someone who like, that's their field, because I'm learning from others right now. I'm not the expert in it, but what I do know about it is it's been about, again, leaning into the softness and in, you know, as a female, my innate nurturing characteristics. And that fulfills me. That's pouring back up into my cup back up. And things I do that in my personal life that I've been applying. I can't breathe. I get it, yeah, I die too. You see? Not easy, but so it makes this a good workout, okay? This is HIIT. These sprints, this works. And now I gotta do burpees, which I'm avoiding by talking to you right now. Okay, call me out on my own. All right, so things I do in my personal life. Lord, no one likes burpees, not even the trainers. Things I pour into my cup, put me in my feminine energy, is less doing, more being.
So meaning putting my to-do list aside, putting that on chill. That's on my phone, so just setting that aside, airplane mode, don't look at it, and just be present. And the things that really place me in that soft space are like self-care things, being in nature, going for walks at the beach, anything that just makes me feel good, and pouring back into myself. Because if I pour back into myself, again, career-wise, that means I can be better at my job and pour into others. And notice, all that strength is coming from that softness. I'm really putting y'all on to the softness, okay? Men too. This isn't for female, this is for every single person. However you identify, this is for you. Because here's the thing about it, we all have this inside of us, and I think learning again the times to be hard and the times to be soft, you're gonna find that power in leaning into that. It's not being sensitive, excuse my language, it's not being a pussy, okay? It's strength. It is strength, and it's requiring you to learn yourself at a new level. And when you learn yourself at that new level, you can be there and show up for people in your life in a different way. And that is the strength of softness. Oh, strength of these legs doing these sprints too. We're going up. We're going up. So the last piece I really want to speak on this is just learning how to give yourself grace. I think, again, like I mentioned, there's a time and a place for confrontation. You know, that's a boundary method. Like, you got to know when to do that. You can't just lay down and let people walk all over you. I'm not saying that. There's a time and a place for it. But you also got to give yourself some grace. Life is really tough sometimes, and nobody has it figured out. My favorite quote I heard this week, you ready? This is going to be a bar, and I hope I'm not paying while I'm saying it, is I'm just a masterpiece trying to master my piece. And I love it. I love it. Because none of us are completed works of art. We're all a masterpiece that is a work in progress. Every single one of you is a masterpiece. But every day, we're a work in progress. There's gonna be another brush stroke on your canvas. Everything you go through, everything you learn, everything you accomplish, everything you do for yourself, mind, body, spiritual, everything. That's another brush stroke on your masterpiece. And all the while that you're creating this beautiful masterpiece, the ultimate goal, in my opinion, is that you're mastering your piece at the same time. And that is the bar. And that's what I'm striving for every day. I'm not striving to impress anyone, be what people want me to be. I'm striving to be my masterpiece and really, really master my piece. And that's what this is all about. So I hope this video inspires you to ask yourself that very question. What is it every day that I can appreciate that I'm doing? Like, what brush strokes have I added? Really, like, clock that every day. Give yourself your flowers. What did you add? Every day you add, even your bad days you add it. Because all those little hiccups, that added another little, maybe that was a little bit of shading in the back, right? But that's still adding to your masterpiece, to your canvas. So you gotta clock that and note it and give yourself your flowers every day. And then also ask yourself, what can I be softer with? Where's my piece? Am I close to it? Am I getting far away from it? And reel yourself back in. Give yourself that grace. Because you really, really deserve it. And also, you know what you deserve? The sprint workout. Because I know you hear me dying, but do you see the sweat? Do you see the sweat? That was just one round. Yeah, get it. You got it? You see it? Because it's cold as shit in here too. That was just one round. If you didn't see the workout, go back to the start of this video, pause it, screenshot it, and that's the whole entire sprint workout. Do as much of it as you can, pushing yourself as much as you can. Your breaks should only be as long as you need. And I really want you to like get right back in. As soon as you catch that breath, get right back in, because this is a cardio push and you're gonna end it feeling absolutely incredible. And while you're finishing those last sprints, really think on everything I said in this video. I'm really getting to your nice, soft era place. Listen, that's what, we live in the hard stuff. That's done. We're not fighting anything. We're going with the flow, and we're really just leaning into this softness. So I hope you join me here, because it's great. I love it. And until next time, I got another sprint. Bye. I almost fell. I almost ate shit on the outro. Embarrassing. I'm only like fit some of the times. I'm clumsy too.